July is usually all about barbecues and pool parties, but today, we're diving into the darker side of summer. When you dig into July's history, it's not all sunshine. Some truly chilling and bizarre and terrifying events have happened in this month. From mysterious disappearances to infamous murders and disasters, July has a shadowy past. So let's take a break from the heat and count down 10 of the most spine-tingling historical events that happened in July. Grab a cold drink, turn down the lights, and get ready to see this summer month in a whole new, much darker light. You might think twice about what's lurking in the summer shadows after this. Let's get into it. Number 10 takes us to New Orleans, 1919. The city was gripped by fear as the Axeman, a shadowy figure, broke into homes at night and attacked people with their own axes. After a brief lull, July brought terror back. The Axeman attacked Mary Schneider, 8 months pregnant. Miraculously, she survived and gave birth days later. The city panicked. People boarded up windows, slept with weapons, and played jazz all night, because the Axeman, in a letter to the newspaper, claimed he'd spare any house where jazz was playing. That night, New Orleans was filled with desperate jazz, not celebration. The Axeman was never caught. His identity remains a mystery, and his reign of terror left a scar on the city. The attacks eventually stopped, but the fear he created lingers in New Orleans history. It's a chilling reminder of how one person can hold an entire city hostage. The Axeman's story is proof that sometimes the scariest monsters are real. Even today, his legend haunts the Big Easy. July 1919 was a summer of fear that New Orleans will never forget. Sometimes the darkest stories come from the hottest nights, and the Axeman's jazz still echoes in the city's nightmares. Number 9 takes us to London, July 1942. The city was shrouded in darkness due to wartime blackouts, perfect cover for a killer. Gordon Cummins, an RAF airman, became known as the Blackout Ripper. He charmed women by day and preyed on them by night. In July he struck again, brutally murdering Evelyn Oatley. The press kept details vague, but fear swept the city. Women were terrified to walk alone after dark, knowing the blackout that protected them from bombs also hid a predator. Cummins was eventually caught after leaving his gas mask at a crime scene. He was tried and executed, but the terror he caused during that dark July remains a grim footnote to the war. The Blackout Ripper's story is a reminder. Sometimes the greatest dangers hide in plain sight. Even in times of war, the enemy within can be the most terrifying. July 1942 proved that monsters don't always come from the sky. Sometimes they walk among us. Number 8 is a mystery that still haunts America: the disappearance of Jimmy Hoffa. On July 30th, 1975, Hoffa, the powerful Teamsters Union leader, vanished from a Detroit restaurant parking lot. He was supposed to meet 2 mafia figures, but after that he was never seen again. The FBI launched a massive investigation, but every lead turned cold. Theories abound. Mob hit, buried in concrete, vanished without a trace, but no evidence has ever surfaced. Hoffa's disappearance is more than a missing person case. It's a symbol of a time when unions, the mob, and politics collided in dangerous ways. No one has ever been charged, and his body was never found. The mystery of that July afternoon remains one of America's most enduring cold cases. Sometimes power isn't enough to keep you safe from the shadows. Number 7 takes us to Roswell, New Mexico, July 1947, the birthplace of modern UFO lore. Rancher Mac Brazel found strange metallic debris on his property. The military collected it and announced they'd recovered a flying disc. Headlines exploded. For a moment it seemed like proof of extraterrestrial life. But the next day, the military changed their story. It was just a weather balloon, part of a secret project. Many witnesses insisted the debris was unlike anything earthly, and rumors of alien bodies and government cover-ups began. The Roswell incident became the ultimate conspiracy theory, fueling decades of speculation about what really happened. Was it a weather balloon or the start of a massive cover-up? Whatever the truth, that July transformed Roswell into the UFO capital of the world. The mystery endures, and the legend only grows. Sometimes the unknown is scarier than any answer. Roswell's July secret still haunts our imaginations. Number 6, Gettysburg, July 1863. The bloodiest battle of the Civil War left over 51,000 soldiers dead, wounded, or missing. The aftermath was horrific. Bodies and destruction everywhere, the small town overwhelmed. The trauma was so intense that many believe Gettysburg is one of America's most haunted places. Visitors report seeing ghostly soldiers, hearing phantom cannon fire, and feeling the weight of history in the air. The land seems marked by the suffering that took place there. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the memory of Gettysburg's sacrifice is almost tangible. The stories of hauntings are a testament to the horror and loss of that July. The past lingers in the fields, a chilling reminder of war's true cost. Gettysburg's ghosts are more than legend. They're echoes of a tragedy that changed a nation. Some scars never fade, especially those left in July. Number 5 is almost unbelievable: the Great London Beer Flood. In 1814, a massive vat at Mew Brewery burst, unleashing a tidal wave of beer through the St. Giles neighborhood. Over 320,000 gallons flooded the slums, demolishing houses and trapping families in their cellars. 8 people died, mostly women and children, drowned or crushed by debris. The disaster was ruled an act of God. No one was held responsible. What sounds like a wild party was actually a deadly tragedy. The beer flood is a reminder that even the most harmless things can become deadly under the right circumstances. Sometimes disaster comes from the most unexpected places. London's beer flood is a bizarre, sobering chapter in history. Not all summer stories end with a toast. Number 4, a Hollywood mystery with a possible link to the infamous Black Dahlia case. In July 1949, actress Jean Spangler vanished in Los Angeles. Her purse was found near Griffith Park, with a cryptic note mentioning a Kirk and Dr. Scott. Jean was 3 months pregnant and may have sought an illegal abortion, a dangerous secret in those days. Police questioned everyone, including actor Kirk Douglas, but no one was charged. Theories swirled. Did she die from a botched abortion? Was she silenced by someone she knew? The case's eerie similarities to the Black Dahlia murder, both young actresses, both unsolved, sparked speculation about a serial killer. The prime suspect in the Dahlia case, Dr. George Hodel, was known for illegal abortions. Could he be the Dr. Scott in Jean's note? Like the Black Dahlia, Jean Spangler's disappearance remains unsolved. Hollywood's golden age hid some very dark secrets. The City of Dreams was also a city of nightmares. In July, the shadows in Hollywood seemed especially deep. Some mysteries are never meant to be solved. The truth may be lost forever in the glare of the spotlight. Number 3 is one of the strangest cases ever: the death of Mary Reeser, the Cinder Woman, in St. Petersburg, Florida, July 1951. Her landlady found the apartment filled with soot, but only a circle of ashes remained where Mary sat. All that was left, a shrunken skull and an unburned foot. The rest of the room was barely damaged. Theories swirled: spontaneous human combustion, or the wick effect, where a body burns slowly, fueled by its own fat. Mary was a smoker and may have fallen asleep with a lit cigarette, but even that doesn't explain the bizarre details. No accelerant, no major fire, just a body reduced to ash in the middle of an intact room. The case became the poster child for spontaneous human combustion. Skeptics and believers still debate what really happened. Mary Reeser's death remains a chilling, unsolved mystery. Sometimes the most terrifying stories are the ones science can't explain. The Cinder Woman's legend still burns in the annals of the unexplained. Number 2, the Chicago Tylenol murders, 1982. A crime that changed the world. People began dying after taking Tylenol capsules laced with cyanide. Panic swept the nation. Tylenol was pulled from shelves, and millions of bottles were destroyed. The killer bought bottles, poisoned them, and returned them to stores random, terrifying, and never caught. The case led to tamper-proof packaging, changing how we buy medicine forever. The Tylenol poisoner was never identified despite a nationwide manhunt. The murders remain unsolved, a ghost story for the modern age. The fear was real, and the impact still shapes our lives. Sometimes the most ordinary things can become deadly. The Tylenol case is a chilling reminder of how quickly trust can be shattered. In July, even the medicine cabinet wasn't safe. The shadow of the Tylenol killer still lingers. Some mysteries are never put to rest. Number 1, Salem, July 1692. The height of the witch trials. 5 women were hanged on July 19th, accused of witchcraft in a frenzy of fear and superstition. These were ordinary people, not witches. Mothers, grandmothers, neighbors. Rebecca Nurse's execution shocked the community. If she could be condemned, anyone could. The July executions marked a turning point, planting seeds of doubt about the trials. The legacy of Salem is a warning about the dangers of hysteria and injustice. The ghosts of Salem aren't just spirits, they're the memory of what fear can do to a community. July 1692 stands as a chilling reminder of the cost of fanaticism. The lessons of Salem echo through history. Justice and reason must always triumph over fear. The shadows of that July still haunt us today. That's our list 10 chilling events that cast a shadow over July. It's wild how much dark history hides in a month we associate with fun and sun. Which story creeped you out the most? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this dive into the dark side of history, hit like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching and exploring these chilling tales with me. Stay safe, enjoy your summer, and maybe keep a light on. See you in the next video.